welcome back to another episode of Rita's Kitchen. What's cooking? So today we're going to be making Tandoori Chicken Tikka. So here is my chicken all diced up, and I want to show you guys that I'm using boneless chicken, which is in small pieces, so you can look at that. I'm just using chicken breasts. If you have a full chicken and want to go ahead and debone it yourself, that's fine too. You want to marinate this for at least 2 hours in the fridge. For best results, you want to leave it overnight so the chicken can kind of get all of the flavors of the spices that we are putting into it. All we're going to do is combine everything in our bowl. So, I'm gonna add in my spice mix, my ginger garlic, my lemon juice, green chilies, and yogurt. And just a dash of olive oil. And now we mix. So just going to mix it all together nicely. I also find if you are using fresh ginger and garlic and green chilies, if you end up leaving it overnight to marinate, everything just kind of catches on, sticks on, latches on, just kind of mixes really well with the chicken so that when you're cooking it, you're not getting like individual little pieces. So that's what I look like. Go ahead and cover it up with a plate or saran wrap. Refrigerate this for a minimum of 2 hours, and if you can do it overnight, definitely put it in the fridge overnight. Our chicken tikka is nice and marinated. I left it in there overnight. If you guys have only put it in for a few hours, that's okay too. Now, what we have here is my air fryer. I decided I would try making it 2 ways just to see which one I prefer. I've never actually made it in an air fryer before, so we're gonna do this together. I am preheating my air fryer to 360 degrees. On the other side, we are going to bake it as I initially said we were going to do. So the rest of the pieces I'm going to put on my tray. I am preheating my oven to 400. We are going to cook for a total of 20 minutes. If you want to line the bottom part with foil, you can do that. It's fairly easy to clean on this one. I just pulled this out, so I don't need to do that. So this is our marinated chicken in here. Okay, so I have layered them in one single layer. Put that back in, and I have it set for 7 minutes. My oven is nice and heated at 400. So I am just going to place my chicken on here. Let's go ahead and put this in our oven for 10 minutes. Our air fryer, my 7 minutes are up. That is what the first batch is looking like. So I am now going to flip my pieces over. I've flipperooed my chicken, and I'm going to spray a little bit of oil just over top for another 7 minutes. My time is up on here, and let's see, I gave it about 7 minutes. That's what we look like. I could use a little bit more of some blackening happening without overcooking the chicken. So I'm just gonna give it 1 more minute. Go ahead and give that a flip. Be careful, don't touch the tray, it's really hot. That's more for me than it is for you. So I've put my chicken back in the oven for the next 7 or 8 minutes, and then remember, we're gonna broil it for the last few minutes. This should be nice and done. So let's turn that off. Oh yeah! Look at that. That extra minute and a half made all the difference. Transfer your pieces just onto the foil. Oh, it's got a little nice crispy texture happening. Look at that. You see that? Ooh, I feel like I already prefer the air fryer. And then what you want to do is just cover it up for about 5 minutes, nice and closed, because it's still gonna, it's hot, it's gonna continue to cook in there. Okay, everyone, welcome back. So my chicken is out of the oven, and look at that. Ooh, it's steaming hot. It's not as brown as the chicken was in our air fryer, so definitely a slightly different texture. Of course, keep in mind, the times and the temperatures that I've used in this video, but also make sure you know your own air fryer and your oven. So cook temperatures might vary a little, cook times might vary a little, and I'm not talking by much. We're talking a minute or 3, give or take, all right? So keep an eye on it. Overcooked chicken is not fun. That's my piece from the air fryer. You see that little crispiness happening? And you can see this one is a lot more tender looking, not as crisp. You can broil it for a little longer. However, you gotta be careful of over drying your chicken. So let's close that back up. Nice and cooked. Show you that piece there. All right. It's hot, be careful. Oh yeah, that is so tender. And it's got that spice running through it because we added the green chilies, and if you didn't, that's okay. You're still gonna get all of the flavors. Oh, it's so good. All right, let's give this bad boy a go. Same thing, nice and cooked. Wow. Oh yeah. So, here's what I'm gonna say about both. My personal preference, based on today, is actually the air fryer. The one in the air fryer is a little bit drier than the ones that are baked in the oven, but it's got that kebab feel, you know? It's got that dry, like finger food, have it with a beverage, any kind. They actually turned out pretty different, even though it was the exact same marinade. So I am pleased with both. Go ahead and give it a try, but make sure you guys subscribe. Leave me comments, tell me which method you use, which one you prefer, which one you don't prefer, why. Ask me questions, tell me things, all of it. Thank you so much for watching Rita's Kitchen on how to make chicken tikka. And I will see you guys in another kitchen with another recipe very soon.